Hey guys, applications for Canada's new emergency response benefit is now open. The Canada Emergency Response, also called the CERB, CERB, is one of Canada's ways to help Canadians get through the COVID-19 pandemic by providing those who are losing out on work with checks up to $2,000 per month for 4 weeks. So in today's video, we'll talk about what this is exactly, what it looks like for your taxes, and how you can apply. So if you have stopped working because of COVID-19, you can be eligible for this emergency response benefit, and it can provide you with some temporary income support. The CERB runs for $500 a week for up to 16 weeks, or 4 months for $2,000 a month. And so to be eligible for this benefit, you need to meet the following criteria, and that is be over 15 years old and residing in Canada. You have had to have stopped working because of COVID-19 and not because you voluntarily decided not to, but you were forced to. You have had to have earned income of at least $5,000 in the 12 months leading up to this pandemic, or at least $5,000 in the last tax year, so 2019. And you are expected to be without employment income for at least 14 consecutive days due to COVID-19. So if you are eligible to apply for the CERB, you can do it in two ways. You can either call through the automated telephone service, or you can apply online through your CRA My account. The government is encouraging everyone to do it through the CRA My account and signing up for one of those accounts if you don't have one already. But I will include the links to the CRA My account website in the description below, along with the automated telephone phone number for you. And due to the crazy amount of people that are going to be applying for the CERB, Canada has asked that you limit your application days to certain days of the week based on your birthday. So the way they have it right now is that if your birthday is between January and March, you should be applying for your CERB on Mondays. If your birthday is between April and June, apply on Tuesdays. July to September on Wednesdays. October to December, apply on Thursdays. And if you missed that day and you want to apply, it's open for any month on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So as of this video, it's Thursday. So if you're gonna apply tomorrow, that is fine. Otherwise, if you miss the weekend, apply on your day. So the best day to apply if you're born on January would be Monday, April 13th. And so far from what I'm hearing, that Canada's actually been very quick at getting these benefits out within 3 days of the application. So it is coming very quick. And another important note is that this payment is retroactive. So you might originally see your first payment be double because they're providing the payment for March and also for April. So you're going to get 2 months worth of the benefit that first time you receive your check. So the important thing to know about the CERB is that this benefit is taxable. So that means on your 2020 tax return, we're going to have to report this benefit as income. It is important to be aware of that because when you do receive this benefit, no taxes are withheld. So you might want to mentally think like, okay, I'm getting this $8,000 benefit over the course of a few months. Some of this money I'm going to have to owe back to the government. So if you go into this with that mindset, or thinking that come tax time 2020 that you're going to have to owe a little bit to the government, you'll be a lot better off rather than spending all this money and not being prepared to have some sort of balance due at the end of the year. So everyone's situation is different, obviously, but I'm going to show you now how to prepare for a tax bill that might come with your benefit. So the best thing to do either now or in December of this year of 2020 is to figure out how much income you've earned. So for most of us, it's going to just be our employment income. So I would encourage you to go on to a personal tax calculator. There is one from EY that I really like, and I'll include that link in the description below for you to check out. and it has in there the federal tax rates combined with your provincial tax rates. So you find out, where you live, and it's going to have the tax rates adjusted for you based on your province, which is really nice. So let's assume right now, I'm going to put some numbers in, and assuming that my entire year's income is going to be $35,000. So I'm going to put that in the calculator, and it's going to calculate this out, an average tax rate and a marginal tax rate. So I need to look at the marginal tax rate. What the marginal tax rate means is how much tax would you pay on an extra dollar of income. So I just ran the calculator right now, and for $35,000 in the province of British Columbia, the marginal tax rate is just over 20%, 20.06%. So that means if I earned an extra dollar on top of this $35,000 of taxable income, I would pay just a fraction over 20 cents on that dollar. So that's a good way to look at, okay, approximately how much tax am I going to pay on this benefit? So we're going to assume that you have applied and that you are going to be eligible for that full benefit, which is going to be the equivalent of $8,000. So if you want to do $8,000 times 20.06% if you are a resident of British Columbia, that will be approximately how much you will owe in tax on that benefit. So it won't be super accurate because it's not an extra dollar of income, it's an extra $8,000 of income. So you'll need to be aware that you will pay a little bit more, but it won't be much. So let's do that right now. So $8,000 that gives me a tax bill of $1,604.80. So knowing that, I might want to store away approximately $1,600 to pay come April of 2021 when my taxes are due next year. A great example would be to keep that money aside. If you can't afford that now, put it in a high interest savings account and let that earn interest income on a monthly basis, so that when you do owe that amount of money, you've at least made a little bit of money on that tax bill. So let your money work for you in this year that you have to save up for your tax bill. We'll look at this now. So we said $35,000 was our taxable income, but with that $8,000 of the benefit, our taxable income is now going to be $35,000 plus $8,000, which gets us to $43,000. And I can put that in the calculator. And again, another nice thing is that it's going to have a section here for tax payable. So it lets you know that if you live in BC and your taxable income is $43,000, you'll have taxes payable of $6,121. And if you did the math with what we had for our marginal tax rate and how much we put aside for our CERB benefit, the tax payable is only about $20 different than what we calculated. So super close. Either way would be a good option for you to look at, just so you can kind of prepare. So I recommend looking at the marginal tax rate for now, having a general idea of around how much you're going to make in 2019. And then in December, at the end of the year, when you do have a concrete number of how much income you actually earned in the year, throw it back in the calculator and you'll be able to use that tax payable amount to understand just how much you've paid. You'll know if you still need to owe because you'll look at your tax withholdings from your T4 or any other T-slips that you may have, and you can see just how much extra income you might have to owe the CRA come April 2021. So that's it. I thought this would be a good video just to let you know that there is a little bit more than meets the eye when it comes to the benefit, because it is taxable. So hopefully this gives you an extra tool to understand how that benefit's going to work and the consequences of receiving that benefit in the near future. But that's it for me from Nick's Taxes. Have yourself a great day. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing if you're into personal finance and tax related matters. And if you got value out of this video, please smash the thumbs up button. That helps the YouTube algorithm and gets this video out to more people who would really benefit from this information. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm Nick from Nick's Taxes, and happy taxing.